Yeah.
Do it, yeah, bitch.
I said it, bitch.
You do it better than me.
Yeah.
Do you think Trump's the man to step up and stop all this?
Say again?
Do you think Trump's the man to step up and stop all this?
I mean, trust the plan, bro.
First?
Trust the plan. Dude, I don't know. So Trump is just such a unique, the whole experience this year for me of first learning all this shit. I had no idea about any of this, learning about sex trafficking and stuff. And then B, what Trump is doing and Trump's moment in history, it's really making me believe in God. I'm not going to lie. Because, and I don't mean that to say as in like Trump is the savior. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that just like the unlikely nature, like these are facts. More than like 100 years ago, this occult weirdo wrote a book about this guy named Barron Trump coming to save America, right? And it was Barron Trump's Adventures in Space or whatever. It's a kid's book, right? And his mentor is named Don, right? So that happened, and that's a real thing, and you can get that book. And fast forward like 50 years, and or less than that actually, Donald Trump's uncle, John Trump, gets a call that he needs to go and examine all of Nikola Tesla's records. You know about that? The last person to touch all of Nikola Tesla's work was Donald Trump's uncle. What? He was the official dude. He was at MIT, and they called him in to go and examine all of Nikola Tesla's secret shit to see are any of these like crazy space lasers, are any of these crazy technologies, what does he have here? And he went and examined it all, and officially the report came back, nope, it's all normal, nothing to see here. And then they closed the case, and all that shit got shipped out. So that's Donald Trump's uncle. That's kind of weird. And then you get Donald Trump's actual life story itself and his son Barron, and like the book right there. Yeah, it's just so those are just funny tinfoil that what I just talked about is like that's just funny weird ass tinfoil that is real shit that really did happen and now we're here. But also there's just like Trump's like 2016 run all the way back to the White House Correspondents' Dinner where Obama like basically shat on Trump. And that's when he like just when you watch the thread that brought this like Democrat. Donald Trump, the Democrat, the beloved like golden boy of Hollywood, like the you're fired guy. And they brought him to this point now, even to the stealing of the 2020 election so that we could all go through that 4 years of hell and get this version of Trump. It just feels kind of like almost getting assassinated. Yeah, they shot his ear off. Or even if they didn't shoot his ear off and it was all staged, even if that's what happened, that's still an unreal thing to pull off. Like kudos to whoever was able to pull that off. That's crazy.
Just nick his ear.
Yeah, just no problem. And in front of the whole world
have
on
the
live
balls
TV.
to stand there and let him do it.
Yeah. So to me, it's just like the more that this year and this whole thing progresses, and it feels like we're getting some amount of cultural shift and justice and disclosure. It feels like I'm not ready to go like full on like let's go Q, like trust the plan where we go one, we go all. Although I love Q jokes, they're so fun. But I definitely feel like there's something magical or spiritual. There's something godly about what's going on here. That just makes me really hyped.
Well, my mom told me when I was like 11 years old, we used to have Bible study with her all the time. And I remember one day we sat down, was having Bible study, and she said, Keith and Kevin, this is a sign God's just right around the corner. I said, what, Mama? What's the sign, Mama? I want to be ready for God. So she showed me this picture of this woman with a dick. I don't know where Mama got that from. That's a true story. Oh, man. She said, when you see beautiful women walking the earth with huge erections, trust me.
She's ahead of her time. She's ahead of her time, bro.
Yeah. She showed it was a picture that was like, look.
I don't know where the hell she got that picture from. There was a beautiful woman. She had a huge cock.
They're all over the internet these days, brother. You can find that shit online.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find that shit in person now, too. Shit.
Right.
Dude, I just moved out of that state.
California?
No, well, I moved out of Washington, but California, too. All that left Coast stuff. It's
Yeah,
It's
Oregon
wild
is
over there.
really woke.
all of it. Yeah, Washington, Oregon, and California. The whole coast is so woke, and I don't really know why
How
it
did
is
that
that
happen?
way.
I don't know.
I have a theory that California and New York, that I believe that the powers that be within, like the corrupt, like the organized crime powers that be within America, intentionally keep the places where all the richest people sort of like park their wealth and their homes and their families. They keep those states as controlled and fucked up as possible. Because if you're a celebrity that lives in California and you have like this horrible government, it's like you are fine because you're insulated behind all this money, but you have all this like these weird laws and all this like just it allows for all this corruption that is easier to like manipulate, play, and control those communities of influential people. And so when you look at California and you look at New York, those are two of the worst states politically speaking.
Right.
And I just can't help but suspect that there's a reason for that.
It's got to be because you look at Florida, Texas, very diverse states.
Yep.
They're red.
Yep.
Why is those automatically all blue?
Yep. I don't think it's going to be anymore. I think California is going to fucking flip. I think Nicole Shanahan is going to take California.
Nevada just flipped red, so
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Dude, Nevada's a weird state. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
We're right on California's doorstep, and we went red.
Yep. Well, I mean, I would expect Nevada to be red because it's just like it's all freedom and gambling and deserts and guns and and half the state or something isn't even officially owned by the U.S.
Right.
There's this obscure thing that came out of the ranch, the Bundy Ranch shooting.
yeah, we
I think
got a
it was
couple
right.
brothels out here.
Yeah, right. And the dude from that Bundy lawsuit, like the lawyer, or whatever, he realized that the United States doesn't even own this huge portion of Nevada that includes Las Vegas.
Really?
And he's and so there's and I don't know all the details. You'd have to look into it more. But yeah, he filed to take the unclaimed land, and part of the defense in that court case was that you can't prosecute us for federal laws on this land because actually the U.S. government gave away this land back in like 18 something, I don't know, and you never took it back. So technically you don't even own, and I don't obviously know the details of it, but it was like it's this whole rabbit hole about Nevada that's so weird.
Who owns it?
I mean that guy claims he does now. Let's be clear. God gave this green earth to the Jews. God gave this flat disc of rock and water to the Jews, and this entire flat plane is the Jews. So
They God's people.
and they are actually aliens.
Yeah.
So they are reptiles, and they've been living underground for thousands of years. Although to be clear, I'm totally open to reptilian. I at this point, having a ancient race of reptilian superhumans that can shapeshift, control our minds, and like live underground.
Yeah.
That's just as plausible as the official story for 9/11.
Right,
Like, so
right.
I'm here for it. I'm totally down with the alien stuff. I think it's probably
Look at our new giveaway. Ford Raptor. Look at that. Avalanche Gray. 37-inch tires. Over 500. I think it's 510 horsepower. I think it's 501. But I do know it's 500 at least. It's 510. And like I said, hey, so y'all know why we do this. We used to pay for advertising on Facebook, Instagram, put these contests out there. And they were censoring us the whole time. I think, man, why don't we incentivize our own fans? Yeah, you support us, we support you. You support us, we give you money. You support me, I give you trucks. It's a win-win for everybody. Need to start giving them some white women. What? Go to officialhodgetwins.com. Anything you buy from the site gets you automatically into the win. No purchase necessary. Only where prohibited. See official rules for details. Yeah.